A day after the allegations of mass sexual assault were made public, Cologne continues to search for the perpetrators and for answers. How could things get so out of hand? More victims are coming forward and describing their harrowing experiences.
Aber dann wurden wir umzingelt von einer Truppe von ca. 20, 30.
Suddenly we were surrounded by a group of between 20 and 30 men. They were full of anger, and we had to make sure that no one of us was pulled away by them. They were grabbing us, and we were trying to get away as quickly as possible.
Police and witnesses continue to speak of a group of up to 1,000 men groping and often robbing women at Cologne's main railway station on New Year's Eve. More than 100 criminal complaints have already been filed. Germany's interior minister criticized the police's slow response to the violence and said authorities must do better in the future.
We still do not have a clear picture as to who may be behind the crimes. All we have are some clues. The actions of the perpetrators are not acceptable.
With Germany now announcing the country took in about 1.1 million asylum seekers in 2015, the New Year's Eve incidents are causing many to criticize Angela Merkel's open arms policy. But authorities say there are no indications refugees were involved.
I wanted to make this video quite a while ago, but had to wait a bit to buy a microphone and learn a bit about video editing. Basically, I'll be covering an article by Der Spiegel's feminist social justice warrior, opinion writer Margarete Stokowski. In this article, she pretty much summarizes her reaction and what she thinks of the Cologne rape incidents. She starts off her article by writing, "This is so disgusting," and you would think she means, well, what happened in Cologne is disgusting, but no, she thinks the people who are angry over what happened in Cologne are disgusting. She thinks all the people who are angry over what happened in Cologne are nothing but white knights. And then she complains that people are starting to talk about deporting the people who did this, even though, as she claims, it is not yet known that the majority of those who committed the crimes in Cologne were immigrants, even though we know that the majority of the people who committed those crimes in Cologne were immigrants. She accuses everyone who is outraged over what happened in Cologne of being racist. There's literally nothing else. She can't accept that some of us, some people who are outraged over what happened in Cologne, might actually be genuinely outraged, and accuses everyone of being racist, including the German feminist publication Emma, which pointed out in its article that there is a pretty anti-women culture in North Africa and Arabia.
Black Lives Matter is trash.
If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now.
We are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable.
We are trying. We're gonna give you. We're gonna let you on the mic. We are gonna give you the mic.
Let us speak.
We will after Senator Sanders.
So here we have a lone Milo supporter on his way into the event, and he's surrounded by a bunch of protesters, aka whiny bitches. The privacy rights, and that's why they're blocking him from taking cell phone video. Because for some reason, there's just a shitload of people who still haven't come around to understanding that you can film anyone in public.
Alright, real quick, honestly, I just want everyone to say fuck that guy. 1, 2, 3. Fuck
that guy! So I don't know what happened before this video started, but from what I can see, this guy is one of the only people that's actually calm in the video. Like, he's just trying to film what's going on, and these people are complete assholes. You guys look like schoolyard bullies, but you're fucking college students. Holy shit, the cringe. Oh my god, the cringe is so bad in that. You, sir, who pushed him, are a complete beta, and that's coming from someone who was so bad at being a man, I became a woman. Fuck me.
Three strikes, you're out, darling.
You need a shotgun blast, a kick in the ass, so paranoid. Watch your back!
Feminism is cancer. Thank you very much.
The correct word for contemporary third wave campus feminism is not cancer, but madness. Utter madness. I invited her here as a demonstration of utter madness. Thank you.
This monster right here that you're so afraid of, the face you see in your nightmares, was created by social justice warrior assholes like you. And now you have this wonderful faggot. That's what happens. You have, right here on this panel, you have a gay British Trump supporter, okay? You have a lifelong registered Democrat, open feminist, who's not a third wave feminist, and you have a French-Canadian Christian conservative. So you may ask, why is there only white people? Because the only diversity you don't care about is that of intellectual diversity.
Right. That is too much. I agree.
Please sit down.
But it is worlds away from 1 in 4 or 1 in 5. 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 would mean that this campus is as dangerous as the war-torn Congo, where they have rape camps. If you believe that, you are deluded.
You want to know why everything you pick up says made in China? That's because other companies devalue their currency, and so companies can make a greater profit overseas. Donald Trump wants to bring it back. This is America. Capitalism.
Capitalism is cannot exist without exploitation. That's why there are that's the foundation of capitalism. That's why there's factories overseas.
Control. You want to blame capitalism, but you support Bernie Sanders when, if you look at a case study of socialism, millions of people get murdered in the streets. Look at Mao Zedong. Look at V.I. Lenin. There's your case study of socialism.
Capitalists.
No, my friend. Look up communism. Look up socialism. Those are the leaders that you will find. You don't know your history.
I have done my research. I've done my research.
So I just proved you said jobs are an issue. Trump has addressed jobs. Any other issues in America that Trump hasn't addressed?
Look at all the fucking.
So then you didn't support the Iraqi war?
No, I didn't.
Neither did Donald Trump.
Everyday people just like him.
Yes. Anyone else want to debate why Trump's a bad guy? Or do you just want to spew rhetoric about racism? Anyone? Any other points against Trump? Anyone else want to debate me on Trump? This is too easy. Didn't think so.
Let's bring it back to black people being killed by police.
Okay.
What has Trump said about that?
What about white people being killed by police?
Fuck off! White people.
That's not racist, though. No. Fuck off if a white guy's killed by a policeman. Only a black life matters.
We already know that white people. That's not a fucking issue compared to the black people that are gunned down every single day by police.
Gunned down every single day by police.
Yes.
You don't think that's built up by the mainstream media at all?
Hitler not remind you of that? Does Trump not remind you of that?
No. Explain to me how Trump is like Hitler.
Mass deportation.
The list would be shorter if we...
I dream of a country where people can be looked at by the character and not the color of your skin. You say you're not racist, but you want to divide people by black and white.
Looking at brown people. You've never experienced oppression in your entire fucking life. Neither have I. You're fucking a white male. You're fucking a white male. You're a white man.
White people don't know what it's like to be poor.
That's right. Bullshit.
That's what Bernie Sanders said. That's what Bernie Sanders said.
Oh my God, I fucking hate everything in the Western world! Everyone in the West is just like so intolerant. Yeah, fucking white males, old-ass baby boomer pieces of shit. I know! I just wish that somebody would create like some kind of a safe space where we could all just go and fucking hate the West without feeling fucking marginalized.
Driving down the road in a truck of peace on a busy highway. Driving down the road in a truck of peace. Who do you think we'll bump into today?
Hello, I'd like to thank you all for coming today, and I hope you're feeling as excited as I am about welcoming you to our organization.
Are you kidding me?
Without further ado, let's make sure everybody is present. Carl. Assalamu alaikum. Allahu Akbar. Milo. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, wow. I love your culture. Arabian is such a pretty language.
Thank you. AIDS. Assalamu alaikum. AIDS? AIDS! Can somebody get AIDS for me, please? Jordan, have you got AIDS? I think he's outside. You're fucking a white truck! You're fucking a white truck and you're old! I've done my research and you're fucking a white truck!
To try, oh, did you say someone's trans? There was this guy at American University, right, the worst outfit I've ever seen. So, and he had this sign that said, like, Milo wants me dead. I'm like, no, honey, I just want you in different clothes. You know,
the thing happened. I mean, hello, darling.
Sir, please,
do you need some help?
Sir,
do you
please.
Need some help?
Sir, please.
We'd like to ask you to please.
Sir, please.
Can we ask you to stop, please?
Sir. Sir.
This is a very low standard of protest. At Rutgers, they at least brought paint. You know, I worked out why there's so many black girls here. I think it's because I fucked their brothers.
Audience, please remain seated. Please be quiet.
Sorry, give it 20 minutes. The statistics for black incarceration are about to go up.
was really nervous to get up here because there's a lot of white people in the crowd. And that wasn't a joke.
Translation: hello everyone, we are the people that are going to ruin this entire event.
I wish this many people came out to our racial demonstrations and our Black Lives Matter movement.
Translation: why don't you people come out and listen to us tell you how shitty you are simply because you have white skin?
How are you?
Translation: the smug expression on my face displays that we openly know that we are about to ruin this event, but we really don't care because what we're talking about is much more important than the lives that were lost today.
Well, I don't want to stand up here and be angry because this isn't for me and this isn't for you. It's for the people that we lost and the people we may lose tomorrow and the people we lost yesterday.
Translation: this is the statement I'm going to use to make it seem like I actually care about the people whose lives were lost. This is actually just to further my agenda and take an opportunity to steal a stage that doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
You want my name?
Yeah, sure.
It's humongous.
Okay. Humongous what? Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
That's what it is.
Humongous what?
It's humongous, fuck! Open your fucking ears.
Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's humongous.
Then why did you say that to me?
That's my name.
What? Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous cock?
Is that sexual harassment? Is that what you just did when you said that to me?
What, humongous?
Why would you say that to me?
Yes, but my name.
Why would you say that to me?
Why would I say it to
Why would you say that to me?
Why would you ask me my name?
What? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what?
And here we go. Hold on.
This person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
Spoke to you in a sexually harassing way. He either sexually harassed you or he didn't. And he didn't.
I'm Milo Yiannopoulos and I'm here at the Last Frontier in Girdwood, Alaska. You might be wondering why I'm spending time in America, so much time in America recently, and less time in my native Europe, and that's because I've seen the continent change very dramatically in my 30-odd years on the planet. Britain prides itself on being a nation of immigrants, and to some degree that's certainly true. But Muslim immigration is different. Muslims haven't integrated in the way that other previous waves of immigrants have. In fact, successive generations, in particular the Pakistani community, are getting worse, not better. We're sending hundreds of fighters to ISIS, nearly as many as Belgium, which is a hotbed of jihadism. Part of the problem is our media and our politicians. The idea that you can't criticize somebody or identify a problem or solve a crime properly for fear of being called racist led to 1,400 girls being raped in Rotherham. Sweden, once a bastion of progressive values, a feminist haven, is now the rape capital of Europe. And police there are even banned from putting the ethnicity of alleged rapists on police reports. There's now a Muslim crime wave in Europe. It's a crime wave that politicians don't want to address, law enforcement can't address, and the media is covering up. Just think about how long it takes for any of your news stations or newspapers to mention the M word or the I word after the latest terrorist atrocity. Yet those terrorist attacks, in particular the ones in France and Brussels recently, were committed by a mixture of homegrown terrorists and fake migrants. We're so dumb, our immigration services are so completely incoherent, confused and unable to do their jobs, and our politicians so dishonest, we can't protect our borders and we can't protect ourselves. As a gay man, I'm not so worried about GDP. I'm not even principally concerned with British sovereignty. I'm worried more about the influx of a culture that wants me dead. We saw that just last week in Orlando in Florida. The biggest, the most senseless, the deadliest and most horrifying mass shooting in American history. And let's be completely clear, and again, this is an uncomfortable thing to address, but this wasn't radical Islam. It wasn't terrorists. It was mainstream Islam that did this. Consider a few statistics if that is off-putting to you or you find that awkward. In a Gallup poll, 1,001 out of 1,001, that's 100% of British Muslims, told pollsters that they found homosexuality to be an unacceptable lifestyle choice. 52% of British Muslims in a later poll said they wanted it made illegal. 39% of British Muslims, this is British Muslims by the way, not Muslims in Syria, this is not Raqqa, this is London, this is 2 streets away from where you live. 39% of them think a woman should always obey her husband. These are regressive attitudes. These are terrifying attitudes for modern, liberal, capitalist democracies that have fought for decades to give women and minorities the rights that they deserve. This is the continent of Hume, Hobbes, Shakespeare, Mozart, and Wagner. But something's happened to that continent recently. Something has changed as a result of unaccountable and incompetent globalist bureaucrats. The nature of the continent is changing, and it's becoming defined not by those incredible innovations, but instead by fear. France, the motherland of Berlioz, Cézanne, Debussy, and Monet, now has no-go zones. The police don't enter there. Why? This is what we've allowed to happen to our civilization. This is what we've allowed to happen to our communities.
There we are. That is now statistically, mathematically there, that the Leave campaign have won.
I'm incredibly deflated. I'm really sad. I think, honestly, how I feel like hate won.
Sorry, what?
I feel that hate won. I feel like I feel like racism is a bigger problem in my country than I thought it was. I feel like we're watching the stirrings of fascism in Europe again, and I genuinely never thought it would be my country that did that. I didn't think it would be us who would run to the right. I didn't think it would be us who turned our backs on the rest of the world.
Yeah, I was trying to read that sign earlier, but it was upside down.
Oi!
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, don't come near the camera.
Don't go near the camera. Who the fuck are you, man? Sorry.
That's Oliver, just go that way, go that way.
Who the fuck are you? Fuck off now. Seriously.
No, we're staying here because
Yes,
this
you
is
are.
public property. Oliver, run.
Fuck off, you fascist cunt.
We're not fascists. You're the fascists. You're denying people free speech. You're denying people free speech. No, I'm staying here. This guy is beating us up and he's trying to grab the cameraman. Can you please stop him? The man, yeah, the one right there.
Guys, want to give the lady the half back?
You're the real fascist, you know that?
You're the fascist.
You don't believe in free speech, you don't believe in our right to be on public property. You are the real fascists. You're covering your face because you're ashamed of what you're doing.
We cover our faces because we end up on racist websites. That's why we cover our faces up.
Right, let's go.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving because of these people. Because of these fascists.
You're the fascist.
Yo, where's Chris?
He got punched.
Incredibly disingenuous for you to get upset about this when this is
For me to get upset when people were coming up and punching me and my cameraman.
Precisely, you wanted to create some conflict. So
I
you could
said
have something
nothing
good
to
on
anyone.
camera.
I said nothing to anyone.
Guys, you know, a heated debate is not an unhealthy thing, okay? But let's not antagonise people at the moment. We're very early in the evening. Let's not antagonise anybody.
I said
okay?
nothing to anyone.
I'm doing nothing. I'm saying nothing. What I'm saying is
Someone stole my private property, punched my cameraman, punched my friend, and now this woman is coming up and saying that it is our fault.
Yes, you came here deliberately.
It is our fault for getting punched. It is our fault for having my private property. We have a right to be here.
Did I say you don't have a right to be here?
What did I? No, tell me.
What I'm saying is that you came here to
What did I do? What did I do to provoke
you?
you?
Came here with a shit had no taste just to start a scrap. That's what you did.
I came here wearing a hat, so it's my fault that my friends got punched, that I got shoved. Unreal.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy. Would you rather your child had feminism or cancer?
I had to go to the urgent care center that day because I'd hurt my arm. Too much fist pumping.
She reads it out with a straight face, with that sort of, swallowed a lemon kind of thing. No, it's just like pissing off your grandma at Thanksgiving. And she's like, to give you a flavor of his work, here are some headlines, and I'm not making this up. Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy. And her own audience burst out laughing because it's so funny. Yeah. And so and then she stumbles over the next one and finally gets it out. Would you rather your child had feminism or cancer? And she's looking around the room for someone to be horrified along with her. And her own audience are just being like, I gotta look this up. But the real thing about it was that she was attempting to present me as a sort of like wacky, hateful, fringe, lunatic, woman-hating kind of, blog posts from some whatever. Actually, when people then go and Google it and they read about it and they're like, guy's hilarious. It's really funny.
I've got some really bad news, my dudes. It looks like Our Lady Hillary has actually lost the 2016 presidential election to he who must not be named. If you're anything like me at the moment, you're going to be despondent. You're going to be really downcast. You're going to be in a low place. There are going to be actual tears when you think about how this didn't work out the way you wanted. I mean, I know that the last two elections we've had a Democratic candidate, but this time we didn't get the Democratic candidate, and that's really bad. I mean, I literally cannot even.
It has to be a joke. I do not believe this is happening. I'm literally about to fucking kill myself, and I'm not kidding. You better fucking fix this shit right now. I literally am gonna die. I need an ambulance. I can't believe.
I'm serious. I need the white supremacist capitalist patriarchy to come and take care of me right fucking now. Because I was in the process of smashing it, and god damn it if it didn't resist me at every turn. I'm really upset. I can't do this. This is not fair. So what I'm going to do is get together with a bunch of my friends and go out and burn an American flag. Because I didn't get the candidate I like, so fuck America. But you know what? That didn't make me feel any better. I'm still really pissed off. Really pissed off. So what I'm going to do is go on Twitter and see if there's anyone I haven't blocked yet, and see if any of them care about the fact I'm upset. Oh yeah, this looks like my kind of hashtag. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm fucking with you, buddy. I'll never say the words President Trump, no matter how technically accurate they are. Damn right we can cancel all our classes. Duh. We're mourning the death of our values here. The values we thought our country stood for, even though we are the ones actively saying we know our country doesn't stand for these values because it's a white supremacist capitalist patriarchy. Oh my god, yes. Yes, absolutely. I am definitely blacking up for Twitter. I am definitely doing this. I mean, this is just solidarity with the poor oppressed peoples around the world. People oppressed by the white man. The evil white man like my dad, who wouldn't give me the extra money I wanted. God, I hate the white man. Donald Trump made America hate again. I can't believe it. Retweet. You know, I feel like my feelings are more important than what's, like, actually going on. So I'd really like it if people could take my feelings into account before they make their decisions, because that would make me feel really good. And if you don't, you hate women, you misogynist. I tell you, America is just so full of hate. It's just so full of hate. It's just like those fucking white men, those evil, straight, cisgendered, white patriarchs who are they're just awful. I just hate them in every way. I hate everything about them, and I just kill all men. Hashtag kill all men. Just come on, wouldn't it be better if there just were no white men around? You know what, a revolution is coming. I think they're right. I think they're absolutely right. I mean, we just need to, like, smash the patriarchy, man. And just, like, give out everyone's stuff. And, like, everyone will have all the same stuff. And that'll stay constant forever. That's a totally viable plan, isn't it? I mean, that's sensible. That couldn't go wrong. I mean, how could anyone come to any harm? I mean, people are all biologically identical. There is simply no difference between any single person. So there's no need for anyone to have anything different. And anyone who disagrees with our perfect system can just be shot because they'd be an oppressor. They are actually the people who voted for bullying, hatred, and misogyny. It's actually like a public service to shoot these people. I do not support the Not My President movement. We are a constitutional what of a what? No, blocked. I don't see anyone blaming the Democrat Party for nominating the most corrupt candidate. No, fucking blocked. Double blocked. You're not my president. Crybabies fail to realize you back the most corrupt candidate. Fucking right wingers. Why are they caring about corruption? Fuck's sake, there's more important things like misogyny, you dicks. Fucking hell, blocked. Tell you, when the top trending hashtags are Not My President, America is Over Party, and America Caca, it's obvious that this is not what America wants. Fucking like and fucking retweet that. This is how democracy is meant to work. What is trending on Twitter? If it's not trending on Twitter, it's not what America wants. Doing it by, like, counting votes is fucking fascist. That's how fascists win. That's how he won. It's fascist.
What's the current focus for leftists? Sexualizing your children, of course. The mainstreaming of child abuse by means of making them confused about their gender identity from a young age through programs like Safe Schools in Australia and similar programs throughout the West. The Scottish Prime Minister pushing for 2-year-olds to be given sex education. Ever heard of the Gendosaurus Rex? Children in Scotland are being encouraged to examine queerness and debate their gender under a taxpayer-funded program known as Gendosaurus Rex, according to the Christian Institute, a non-denominational Christian charity in the UK. Gendosaurus Rex is a project that looks into how gender, feminism, sexuality, queerness, and difference connect with live performances for kids, according to the website of Imaginate, the performing arts group that commissioned it. Kids of 7 learn gender diversity from Safe Schools Coalition. Children as young as 7 have been exposed to lessons about transgender experiences, with the Victorian head of the controversial Safe Schools Coalition admitting having taught the secondary school program in primary schools. In a lecture given by Safe Schools co-founder Roz Ward, which was captured via audio recording, she discusses an activity from the program's main teaching guide, All of Us, claiming, "I did this with a grade 3 class. It's a great activity if you ever want to do it," she tells the group of teachers. There's even a petition to try and ban the so-called Safe Schools programs in Australia because they're teaching the following to children: gay and lesbian sex techniques, boys wearing girls' school dresses, chest binding for girls to inhibit breast growth, penis tucking, sex toy links, LGBT networks, fetish club links to children. This stuff is to be kept as far away from children as possible. It is completely inappropriate for a child's mind. They cannot comprehend this stuff. They're at a very vulnerable age where they can be taken advantage of by very perverted liberal school curriculums. On YouTube now, you've probably seen this. Queer kids stuff, LGBTQ plus content targeting children with sexual and gender-related concepts beyond their age of understanding or reasoning. Completely inappropriate for kids, and in my view, YouTube should consider this age-restricted. And most people agree with me here because their channel has been lambasted from all corners to such a degree they've had to disable their likes and comments.
Hey there!
Holy fucking shit! You should fucking warn people before you put that thing on camera. Holy crap. I had to fucking zoom out just to realise there was a face attached to that nose.
Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay.
And I wanted to thank you for watching our first full season of Queer Kid Stuff episode.
You're welcome, but I didn't watch your full season.
Teddy and I had some great times with you this fall talking about being gay.
You mean confusing the fuck out of the kids that do watch your channel?
Marriage equality, singing about what queer means, learning our LGBTs.
And you think that's more important than the ABCs? Of course you do.
And I'm so happy we got to talk about gender and pronouns.
Oh, I bet you are. But I bet you there are more parents out there that are not happy that you have spoken about gender and pronouns.
I have 2 very important announcements for you.
Oh, let me have a guess. First, you've discovered that there's only 2 genders. And number 2, you've realised that you're a fucking moron.
Quit smiling, bitch. What you want?
Yeah, so they did grab me and pull me in and try to push me. They're the person right over there with the black lipstick.
That's assault right there.
Officer, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything that happened.
There's no reason to be
I didn't see anything. Yeah, nothing happened. Officer. I didn't see anything. Nothing happened. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
On my head.
Well, as you can see, the opponents of free speech are capable of making a lot of inarticulate noise. All right, so I want to tell you a couple of things about what this isn't about as far as I'm concerned. Right. I'm not going to talk about sexual politics. It's not my primary concern. What I'm going to talk about is freedom of speech, and I want to tell you a few things about freedom of speech, okay? Because I've been thinking about this very carefully. I've been thinking about this very carefully over the last 2 weeks. And it's partly because of the videos that I've made. But also because...
Well, Summer, maybe people that create things aren't concerned with your delicate sensibilities, you know? Maybe the species that communicate with each other through the filter of your comfort are less evolved than the ones that just communicate. Maybe your problems are your own to deal with, and maybe the public giving a shit about your feelings is a one-way ticket to extinction.